Today's episode is sponsored by our good friends at EGS Expert Grading Services, the only grading company that offers unique custom labels for your slabs. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Codename New to Vero 2. Hi, I'm your presenter, Shabu RU. For the past 2 to 3 years, I've been featuring EGS unboxings. EGS Expert Grading Services is probably one of the 4 grading services that are in existence that people are utilizing. It is the smallest and lesser known of all the 4, but that doesn't mean that it isn't on par as good. Now, one of the things that a lot of people have written and expressed is the fact that EGS books come in a skin type of slab, which is a mass-produced thing. It's been the monkey on EGS's backs because no other grading services are able to provide you with these custom labels. Well, I'm proud to announce today that I got this news directly from EGS President Tony himself that they're finally getting their own slab. Boom. This is the game changer. This is the thing that's going to make CGC and CBCS shit in their pants. Because when you incorporate custom labels to a slab, you're getting a unique experience. You're getting something that no other grading company is able to offer. Now, you guys have to realize that CGC is a huge corporation. They are run by many people. So the other thing is their terrible customer service. People have been complaining about the price increases, lack of transparency, long turnaround times. I know one prominent YouTuber, Mint Hunter Comics, waited 14 months for his books to come back. That is insane. And then they have the audacity to act like they're doing us a favor. And that is a no. This is what scares me. Now, my profession, I'm a former government auditor and a data analyst. So I had to always look at numbers, look at variables, and see how everything is going to project currently and in the future tense. And the fact of the matter is, it has been downright scary looking at the stronghold CGC has on this wonderful hobby. And we have nothing but to look at the past to see what eventually happens when people put all their eggs in one company. And all it does, it takes one executive to make a stupid bonehead decision for shit to hit the fan. And by having all of our grading companies be on the same level and where the book, not who is grading, matters when you buy your books or when you sell your books. Because let's face it, the big thing for us Gen Xers, for us older guys from the 80s and early 90s that have mortgages, 401ks, IRA plans, stocks, bonds, investing, for the future, we could all attest that we have seen stories and in the news where corporations such as Sears, such as Enron, such as Pets.com, so many companies that were once prominent leaders in their particular industry have come down and also brought down the entire market. So by having more than one company be the quote-unquote status quo, we're protecting ourselves as fans, as investors, and just having a better overall experience. Basically, CGC has this hobby by the balls, and they are smashing our nuts against the wall. And some of you younger guys need to realize that, because I see a lot of CGC fanboys when I've been doing my PGX and my EGX unboxings, and they cite that some 2005 blog had a negative thing to write about PGX, so therefore no one's going to touch PGX. That is stupid. For all we know, someone from the CGC's advertising department could have posted that blog back in 2005, which led to all of this negative publicity. but I've had no bad experiences with PGX, and I love their end result. And the same thing with EGS. Yes, for so many years, we've heard about the way that their slabs are, but I've always tried to focus in on the positive. No other grading services offer these unique custom labels. And I'm going to tell you from experience, when people come and tour the retro room here, the first books they check out are the EGS books because of these unique custom labels that just pop, and they're just extension of artwork. They really bring out the book. And the other thing is a transparency. Only EGS offers you grader's notes. So you could see, hey, why did I get a 9.0? Well, it tells me that there was a little tick mark here in this corner, maybe a little crease here. But to have that transparency, for someone to take the time to do that is something to be commended. And I'm going to tell you, younger viewers especially, at one time, no one wanted to invest in Amazon stocks. Why should I invest in a book company? I could just go to Sears. Why should I be a part of that? And at one point, Amazon stocks were being traded for just about $10 a share. Imagine if you bought a whole bunch of those stocks in the early 2000s. You'd be living legitimately like a baller by now. So the same thing is with EGS. I've been on board for the past few years, and I see what they're doing behind the scenes. I see the work that's being put in. The fact that it's driven by the quality of work they put out there, not dollars and cents. And they care. EGS is a company that works its ass off because it values the product that they're putting out to us. And that they too are fans as much as us. As a community, we need to support that, not the big bad corporation. And by finally getting Slabs, CGC and CBCS should be shaken in their boots. Because when you combine an offering like a slab like this with these unique custom labels, you're talking about a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. These books would demand high dollar in auction houses because of the transparency, the fact that EGS actually does follow Overstreet guidelines where CBCS and CGC may not follow all of them. Well, actually, we don't know what the hell they follow. We just get our 9 point whatever and take it. There's really not that much transparency in this. And I think as an auditor, I find that scary because we know this is a subjective type of field. They're going by a set of guidelines and they have to make a decision, using deductive reasoning or what have you in order to come up with their grades. But look in my books, and I feature this in several unboxings, so should be nothing new to my regulars. But this is an Elvira custom label with the popcorn, and you see the popcorn coming out with the hand right here. These type of little personal details are something you don't get in big corporations. This is something that EGS takes time and effort to go in order to put together your book to mail it out. Yes, they're dealing with the handicap by having these type of slabs/skins, but that is no more. This Venom book, I had a 9.4 CGC, but this one is actually on display, not that one. This, even though it's a 6.5 because of this unique, Venom label. And people are drawn to this, especially when they grew up in the 90s. Oh, it's a newsstand and it has this. Who gives a rat's ass about that 6.5? This book looks amazing. So now that we finally get a slab, like I said, CGC and CBCS need to be shaken in their boots because, here's the Red Sonja one. Again, putting time to see that these colors match the color of your book. So what you have on display is an art piece, essentially. It is something that, is going to change everything. And a lot of people have been, some people had not so nice words about EGS because of these type of slabs. Well, that's because they don't understand. In order to get one of these, you have to submit a patent. You have to pay money to submit the patent. And once that patent's been, you have to find a manufacturer to create a mold and then mass produce that mold. And that all takes a lot of money. And when you're a small business, a small American, small fan-owned business, that takes a lot. I mean, EGS had to invest in itself in order to be able, and they are so happy to announce that finally they're going to be having traditional slabs like these. And when you combine that with these labels, you're talking just a game changer. So you could be like those that passed on Amazon back in the early 2000s, or you can jump on board now and back a company that is representing us, not big business. It's like I did this, or that's how excited I am, because I know what a wonderful company EGS is and why they desperately need us as the community, us as the fan base, to get behind them. EGS has even graded an amazing fantasy number 15. So people who do know and people that do know trust EGS and are willing to grow with them. And now that all the pieces are in place, it's just a matter of time before they're ready to launch into the atmosphere. And like I said, CGC should be legitimately terrified about this. And we need to put the fear into CGC regarding this. Because so far, they're treating us like second class, like they're doing us a favor. No, we need to have more than one company. We need to have the EGS, the PGX, to be on par with these two big CGC and CBCS. Because if we get 4 companies, that means that there's going to be stability and growth in this hobby, so we could pass this down to the next generation, and that our books hold top value going forward. When you trade stocks, it doesn't matter if it's TD House or Ameritrade or what have you. You're just buying a stock, and that's how it should be for comics as well. It shouldn't matter who's grading it, but the nice labels and stuff, that's for us. That's part of being a fan. That's the fun of it. So the fact that they're acknowledging that this is fun and encouraging us to get these custom labels for our books, and that's just gravy. That's just gravy. And I think that's wonderful things, and the transparency, the grading notes, all that stuff is going to help us take this hobby to the next level. So congratulations to EGS. And I hope you too check out EGS and make the switch. Remember, we determine the future of this hobby, not big business. Well, this is Shabu Argue signing off.